Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Dylan JZ here, and today we're going to be talking about the new Helldivers Strider, the factory Strider they actually implemented into the game. I'm going to be honest, guys, like I saw the leaks a while ago, but I actually thought it was fake. Yeah, definitely not fake, but yeah, I mean, it's literally crazy how much they're adding into this game in a short period of time. I really think the potential for this game is truly incredible. I think we really have something special here. I think for the most part, I don't really know what the actual weakness is for it, but I could imagine there's going to be a lot of teamwork to take these things down because, man, I will say they are pretty massive. And from what I've seen, they're actually spawning in multi-groups. So like there's not just one, but there's actually like multiple of them spawning. And because to be honest, I don't even really know how to take them down. I just know that for the most part, you just gotta call in a bunch of eagles on them and hope for the best for the most part, because I feel like the bots always had the Hulk, which was actually a pain in the ass to really I guess kill, but for the most part they never really had some type of like bile titan of the automatons. It was always like the Hulk, but there was no actual like superior I guess big huge boss to actually fight off like you do with the bugs, because the bugs have the bile titan, but now for the automatons we have the factory Striders, and there's already missions popping up in the public. I think Helldivers actually released this information saying they're actually spawning in now. But yeah, I mean, it's getting pretty crazy out there. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I was actually really disappointed with the democratic Detonation, the new War Bond that came out. I'm not really impressed with the weapons, to be honest. I know a lot of people like the Eruptor, but in my opinion, it's literally such a horrible gun when you get into the higher levels, such as like Helldive. I mean, I can maybe see it being useful on like trivial or something like that, or like more of like an easier mode, but I've had conversation with a lot of people, and majority of the folks say, yeah, it's not really a good gun to use on Helldive. Yes, it does have its advantages on taking out certain bugs, and it could definitely take out bunkers, but as a CQB gun, it's really not that great. The gun isn't really designed to take out like swarms of bugs or swarms of automatons. It's more like a gun, like a anti-material gun. But in my opinion, it doesn't really work out great because you have to use it as your primary, and that leaves you with pretty much your secondary to use. But in my opinion, if you really want an anti-material gun, you just get the anti-material rifle instead of the Eruptor, because you need some type of gun to actually fight off the foot soldiers as well, because if you just use the Eruptor for everything, you're not going to be able to take out masses amounts of little bugs or foot soldiers with the robots, because it's just not that kind of gun. And 99.9% of the time you're actually swarmed and you're trying to take out masses amounts of enemies. However, or if you're one of those guys that just stay up on the mountains or just kind of stay out of the way, or maybe you just you don't really participate in a lot of conflict, which honestly sometimes you have to if you're actually playing the objective, you're gonna find yourself having a hard time with the Eruptor. And I don't really know what kind of playstyle wouldn't have an issue with that on that certain difficulty. But I mean, I've seen people claim that they can use the Eruptor no problem on Helldive, but then they always die. You always have to call them in as a reinforcement because they can't really hold their own, because there's just so many enemies. It's not a high capacity or a fast shooting gun whatsoever. Even though it does have high damage, I will say it's a great weapon. But yeah, I just don't think it's a great gun, and I've tried using it. I tried using it in different play styles. I just can't seem to get it to work for me, at least personally. I always think the sickle is still the king at the moment. I still think that's really the best gun in my opinion in terms of capacity, damage, and just recoil wise. It's just a great gun to use, and if you haven't unlocked it yet, definitely do so. In my opinion, it's, like I said, it's one of the best guns in the game. As for the crossbow, I think the crossbow is okay. I think the most, I guess, exciting things that I got from the War Bond was actually the thermite. I thought the thermite was okay, and definitely the grenade pistol. I think the grenade pistol could actually serve some purpose as far as using it to destroy bug holes or maybe take out bunkers. And it's just nice to have those extra grenades on hand, as a secondary, because typically you get your 4 grenades or +2 depending on what kind of armor you're actually wearing, but it's actually kind of nice to have that that grenade pistol with you. That way, just in case you ever need it, you have plenty of grenades to use to destroy bug holes or bunkers or whatever you need to do to complete the objective. I think it's a very beneficial weapon to have as far as just playing the objective. So I think the grenade pistol for me is pretty much the highlight of this whole war bond. Everything else is kind of meh, which is kind of disappointing considering that we are getting new enemies in the future. I don't know if you guys are aware of the Illuminates. It's definitely going to get a lot more crazier, and we definitely need a lot more weapons to definitely get these enemies out of the way of the objective, because they are going to get a lot more stronger. They're going to get faster. I've seen a lot of the leaks of the Illuminate. It does look pretty crazy. They're like aliens, and I've seen the animations. They move pretty fast. So I think I've seen like the standard enemy. I don't know if like the bosses of the Illuminate have leaked yet, but I do know that they do look pretty intimidating. But yeah, guys, as you noticed, the factory Strider is a tank of an enemy, and I think it's going to be very difficult to take these down. I have not encountered one yet as far as I'm concerned. I haven't really been playing as much, but I will be getting on later tonight and trying to figure out what are the best ways to take them out. So far, from what I've heard, Eagle Strikes are pretty much the best bet. 500 kilograms bombs, the Eagle Strike. You could try different Eagles, all the Eagles, basically all the artillery. You're going to need them to make them a lot weaker. I don't know, because I think I read somewhere there was actually weak points to the actual factory Strider, but I'm not sure if anyone has figured that out yet as it just released. I'm sure the leakers have tested the weak points on the Strider, but we'll see how it goes. So now, this is my personal opinion. What I really would like to see from Arrowhead to implement into the game is actually the ability to call in vehicle stratagems. I know there has been leaks. I'm part of the Reddit that has all the Helldivers leaks, so I definitely seen some cool, I think there was an APC in there, and there was a few other things that people were calling down, like an armored vehicle of some sort. But it would definitely be very helpful to definitely have a stratagem that actually you can use as a vehicle, because getting around the map can get pretty frustrating, especially when you play at the high difficulties. To make the vehicles maybe even fair in the game, you could actually have them run on fuel, and then they eventually run out of fuel, so obviously you can't use the vehicle the entire game. But I feel that to make it more balanced, you would have to add some type of fuel source, or maybe you could actually pick up fuel within the map to actually get your vehicle back up and moving again, and stuff like that. I think that'd be a cool addition to the game, not only because the enemies are getting a lot harder, especially including the factory Striders and this and that, but I feel like they're just going to keep adding to the game. The bosses are going to get hard. There's going to be a lot more enemies, and I think that we definitely need some type of vehicle stratagem in the game, and that would be really badass, because I could always see myself like riding a dirt bike or something, and you could use like your secondary weapon to shoot automatons or bugs or whatever while you're riding. And honestly, that'd be kind of cool. Maybe take some jumps and stuff. But I think there's so much they could do with this game. It's literally incredible. I know that they were going to be declining some customizations as far as like the armor sets and stuff, saying it's not really, I guess, practical of some sort. I don't know. I'll leave the screenshot on the video so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But yeah, they pretty much said they're not going to do customization for armor pieces, because they want armor pieces to be specific for each thing. That's why they're different, and they don't want I guess people changing that style of armor for different things. I'm not really sure if I understand the whole idea about that, but I think Arrowhead should definitely add a lot more customizations to the game, because honestly, a lot of the standard armor, we should be allowed to change the color of these things, because I feel like the yellow is getting really tiring. I would like to like maybe change the color of the armor, maybe have it look like a little more whatever I want. If I want to rock red or blue or green, I think you should be able to change the color of at least the standard armor. And if they want to add a little bit more elite armor or whatever in the game that is specific to their standard and their look or whatever, I guess they can do that. But I feel like there should be a little bit more customization in the game as far as that is concerned, because I feel like a lot of the colors and schematics are kind of repetitive. I feel like there should be a lot more variety. I feel like I've seen the same armor like a million times over. There really is no variety as far as the armor is concerned. But yeah, I really think they could do a whole lot more with the customization. So Arrowhead, if you're listening, please add the addition of customization in the game. So yeah, they recently did an update. They fixed a lot of crashes and stuff, nothing too crazy, but I really wish we had some better weapons in the War Bond to maybe take on the Strider. I feel like we're kind of left with kind of the same thing. There's really nothing really new or exciting at the moment. I think the marksman rifle everyone is talking about was really a big disappointment. I forget the name on top of my head, but I think that is a really good gun that has potential. They should definitely increase the damage on that thing because it doesn't even one hit kill the small bugs, and that's pretty sad. Marksman rifles in Helldivers 2 are in big trouble. They need some type of buff. They need to get increased the damage, everything. It's not looking good. I think there should be more advantages to the marksman rifle because you are opting out for the fully automatic. You are opting for semi-automatic, and I think that the damage should definitely be there as far as that is concerned. So far, I'm actually really happy, to say the least. Even though I'm disappointed with the War Bond, I'm still happy with the game and where it's going. I think there's so much potential, like I said. So let me know what you guys think about everything that has came out so far on Helldivers 2. Do you guys really like the updates? Do you guys like the War Bonds? Do you guys like the Factory Striders? Are you guys excited of the new Illuminate enemies? Do you guys think it's going to be pretty chaotic with all the aliens and stuff? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I didn't want to make this video too long. I just kind of want to make a quick recap of everything's going on, and I just wanted to push my opinion out there. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, please give it a thumbs down. All your feedback is highly appreciated, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.